Hi, fellow traders. What's happening? I hope you guys had a great day. And what a difference a day makes, right? I mean, yesterday I was as down could be. 2 days of just you're red, red, red. I just feel like I'm giving money to the market. It's just taking it out of me and not really pacifying me while it does it. And I'm like, man, what's going on? So it took me looking in the mirror, being honest with myself about what's going on. And I shared that with you last night about how I was looking at this number. I was looking at, okay, we only have this week to do it. But for some reason I was trying to get it all in one day. And I wasn't just sitting back focusing and letting the market tell me what I could get and execute. I was telling the market what I wanted, and the market was like, yeah, keep on telling me. And the more I told it, the more it sucked me dry. So it's all about being honest with yourself, accepting personal responsibility for what's going on, and then picking up the pieces and going after it. And that's kind of what I did. You know, it's like, think about if you played on a basketball team and you've got 15 seconds left and you're down by 1 point, and you guys have practiced hours and hours and hours, and you've got a play, that you could run, and several plays that you could run to try and get somebody open to take a shot. And the coach is like, look, we gotta, whatever you do, we gotta get this shot off. We gotta try to get it as fast as possible, because if we miss, we gotta get the rebound so we can put it back. All of this stuff, and you're feeling like, okay, we just have to go out here and just whatever it takes, try to just do it. And you kind of throw out the strategy and the plays that you have, and you just go out and just throw caution to the wind to try and win the game. And unfortunately, that's kind of what we do in trading. We just start, we take a trade, and if it doesn't work or we lose a little bit of money, that creates some kind of feelings, and it's different for everybody. And we start thinking it's the end of the world and we got to get it back right now, and so we can just start from scratch, and that's the wrong mindset to have. So I had to adjust that, and that's why me looking at my P&L and me looking at numbers and setting a monetary goal to hit does not work for me. It may work for some people, but for a whole lot of people, it causes you to think the wrong things, and it brings the wrong mindset to the surface, and it ends up hurting versus helping. So for me, I have to remember not to do that, not to say it, because the last time I was at 25 trying to get that by the end of the second quarter, I was there and ended up going backwards because I had that mindset and I didn't stop and recognize it like I should have. But this time I'm glad I did, and we kind of got the ship righted. So let's take a look at today here. Roku, this was my opening range breakdown. Yeah, I traded it again. It was on my watch list, on my scanner. So if it's moving, and you can see this thing gives really, really good moves. So it was moving, and I was going to take advantage of it. But I got in. I noticed it's the first 5-minute candle. I did the 3-minute, but in this rare instance, the 3-minute low and the 5-minute low matched up. So I got in here, and yeah, of course, like clockwork, we bounce, we pull back, We pulled back. Thankfully, it didn't hit my max loss, and we came down. I was able to take profit here, and then it came right back up and stopped me out at break even. So I was able to lock in a little bit of profit here, only $121. If I'd have taken it all off here, that'd have been $240. So that gets you to thinking, doesn't it? That why didn't I take it all off at the first hit? And we're always looking for more. We're always looking to maximize the move. Stay in the trade as long as you can to get as much of the move as you can. That's how you can get. You risk giving up that profit that you already have if you had locked it in, but you're not going to risk going negative. And that's why I did it, because then this could have gone down to 143. It actually did at some point today. It could have gone down below 143, could have gone down to 140. It could have really gone and kept going down. But I got to give it a chance. And so it came back and knocked me out. So I only picked up $121 on that. But ADSK, this was the one. Now I missed the big earnings trade yesterday, and I didn't catch it at the open. You can see we put in this huge 5-minute opening range candle, and we dipped below it here, but just kind of got bought right back up. And once we bounced, we made a higher low, we bounced off this daily level here. Once we claimed the 50, I was a player. And so I got in, first target here. Unfortunately, I'm trying to put my second target in, and instead of 135, I put in 133. And so obviously that 75 shares failed immediately because I had the wrong profit target. I was off. It was already over 133, so it was gonna fail at whatever price it was at. So that got in, and then it hit my target up here, which was the 100. Now, had I not had to take this off, I'd have been able to take this piece off up here. I'd have still had another piece in, and I could have added to that position, had a little bit better, entry level here on this trade, but that it's all good. I hit my target. The only mistake I made was accidentally taking it off here. So no harm, no foul. And then, we get in here on the break and the hold of the 100, and I just started hitting my profit targets. Last one was up here at the 200. Probably should have used this because it did get there today. It did get there by the end of the day, but I got the meat of this move. You can't tell me I didn't get the meat of this move. And this is why I talk about being efficient with your trading. There's no reason for you to chase stocks all day. What I like to do is to lock in the 1 or 2 stocks and maximize what I can trading those stocks. And when you get a stock that trends up all day like this, there's no reason why you can't maximize this, unless you're trying to chase greener grass somewhere. And oftentimes that can be an optical illusion. So really, really pleased with this. 767.52. This one trade alone probably could have made up for everything I lost the last 2 days. So just imagine if I had traded like I had some sense Monday and Tuesday, I could probably have a killer week here. I probably could have a really killer week going, but I'm really happy with the way today turned out. Really happy with the way I traded, the way I recovered, because I'm telling you, if I botched today, I was going to take Thursday and Friday off for trading. Now, I'd have been here in the room, I'd have been here helping you guys, but me personally, I'd have had to take a break because that would have been really, really bad. So, really happy with what I did today. 829.64, and I didn't force anything. I didn't push anything. I would let the market come to me. With the exception of this accidental hit, I just hit my spots. And I traded according to my plan. Didn't deviate from it. And that's what it takes. And that's what I like to teach. And that's what I like to see you guys doing. You know, not chasing every stock that moves. Not being in 2 or 3 trades at one time. Because if you're trading live, that's just not feasible. So focusing on one trade, nailing it, no, that's where it's at. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for me. I hope you guys have a great night, great evening, and I will catch you in the morning.